Boys and girls, welcome to the 2024 Super Bowl halftime show on the Mr. Camilleri Show YouTube channel. So as you know, this is a math channel, and there is a lot of math in football. So I'm going to be spending this halftime show calculating the percentages, the completion percentages of each quarterback. And then, being that it's the Super Bowl halftime show, I have to provide a little entertainment. I don't do that a lot on this channel, but I am going to end the live stream singing One Shining Moment and using my marker as a microphone. So, Super Bowl halftime show, calculating the completion percentages of each quarterback, and I'm ending the live stream using my marker as a microphone, singing One Shining Moment. So here we go. So, Brock Purdy completed 10 out of 15 passes. So I am now going to calculate his percentage. As you know, we cannot do 10 divided by 15. So I have to add in some decimal points. So this is going to be like a division with decimals problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide as if I'm dividing with a whole number, and at the very end I'm going to add in the decimal point. So we cannot do 10 divided by 15 because, as you know, the rule is the number outside has to be bigger than the number inside. But we can do 100 divided by 15. So I'm going to see how many groups of 15 go into 100 to start. Here we go. 15. That's one group of 15. 30, two groups of 15. 45, three groups of 15. 60, four groups of 15. 75, 5 groups of 15. 90, 6 groups of 15. Now, if I count by 15 again, I'll be at 105, which is too far. But I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 15 within 100. 90 was as close as I could get to 100 without going over. So 90 is what we need to subtract here. 100 minus 90 is 10. Next, we need to bring down the 0. 100 divided by 15. Again, same thing. 15 goes into 106 times. 100 minus 90 is 10. So it ends up sort of being the same thing. 100 divided by 15. So it's ongoing. Now I'm going to move the decimal point over 3 places. So Brock Purdy's completion percentage is 666 thousandths. This 6 is going to keep repeating. But 666 thousandths, or 66.6%. That is his completion percentage. All right, next I'm going to calculate Patrick Mahomes' completion percentage. And then at the very end of this Super Bowl halftime show, I'm going to be singing One Shining Moment. All right, so P. Mahomes. So Patrick Mahomes completed 11 out of 13 passes. 13 pass attempts, 11 hit a receiver. So 13 divided by 11.000. So now I got to figure out how many times 13 goes into 110. Because when it comes to division with decimals, I always say you divide as if you're dividing a whole number, and then at the very end, you move the decimal point over. So I'm going to figure out how many groups of 13 go into 110. 13, that's one group of 13. 26, two groups of 13. 39, three groups of 13. 52, four groups of 13. 65, five groups of 13. 78, six groups of 13. 91, seven groups of 13. 104, eight groups of 13. So 13 goes into 110 eight times. 104 was as close as I could get to 110 without going over. So we got to subtract 110 minus 104 to find our remainder. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Please hit that like button. Really helps the algorithm. So 110 minus 104 equals 6. We bring down that 0. That 6 becomes a 60. Now I got to figure out how many groups of 13 go into 60. 13, that's one group. 26, two groups. 39, three groups. 52, four groups. Now if I count by 13 again, I'll be at 65, which is too far. But I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4 whole groups of 13 within 60. 52 was as close as I could get to 60 without going over. So 52 is what we have to subtract. So 60 minus 52 equals 8. Bring down the 0. That 8 becomes an 80. Now I got to figure out how many groups of 13 go into 80. Here we go. So I'm going to do that off to the side. 13, that's one group. 26, two groups. 39, three groups. 52, four groups. 65, five groups. 78, six groups. If I count by 13 again, I'll be at 91, which is too far. But I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 13 within 80. (80 minus 78 equals 2). So we have a remainder there. And the decimals are going to be ongoing. I can make this a fraction or I can keep going with the decimals, but this is a good approximation of his percentage. So now I'm going to move the decimal over 3 places. 1, 2, 3. So 0.846 is Patrick Mahomes' completion percentage. 846 thousandths or 0.846. So that rounds to 84.6%. 84.6% is Patrick Mahomes' field goal percentage so far halfway through the Super Bowl. So Patrick Mahomes had the higher field goal percentage, and he completed one more pass. So just going by the numbers, Patrick Mahomes is playing the better game, but I got to be honest, I haven't watched the game so far. So I don't know who's actually playing better. You can't just go by the numbers. There are intangibles at play here. But that is the completion percentage of each quarterback. Now, as promised, I'm going to end this video with a concert performance of One Shining Moment. Now, why should you watch this Super Bowl halftime show instead of watching the one that's on television? What makes watching me sing One Shining Moment more entertaining than Usher singing? Well, I'm going to tell you. There is nothing funny about a really, really good singer singing. I'm such a horrible singer that there is comedy involved in actually watching me sing. So that's what my Super Bowl halftime show brings to the table that Usher's doesn't. He's a talented singer. I'm a horrible singer, so there's going to be some comedy to this. I'm going to be using my marker as a microphone too. So let me put this down here, and we are going to break it down. The ball is tipped, and there you are. You're running for your life. You're a superstar. In all those years, no one knows just how hard you worked, but now it shows. That one shining moment you reach deep inside. One shining moment you knew. One shining moment you're willing to try. One shining moment you knew. One shining moment. How are you? Thank you for tuning in to the Super Bowl halftime show. I'm Mr. Camilleri, and I encourage all of you to tune in again for the post game. But for now, enjoy the second half of the Super Bowl. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.